I'm Glennis LaRoe, comedian, perfect woman, and certified sad girl. I'm on a mission to meet and interview sad girls like me and destigmatize mental illness, all in the hopes of feeling a little bit better by any means necessary. We're all going through it. Let's go through it together. And remember, it's okay to be sad, girl. This is Sad Girl Survival Guide, the show that explores rock bottom, breakdowns, and breakthroughs, one coping mechanism at a time. Today's sad girl is...
Molly Ruben-Long.
Woo! Molly, what makes you sad, girl?
Oh my God. So many things.
I know.
Chemical imbalance in my brain, genocide, and
Totally.
the fact that I just had cancer. Honestly,
Totally.
Cancer makes you sad.
It really sounds like it would be bad.
It's not all sad, but there's part of it.
But you're on the other side of it.
I'm on the other side of it. Don't worry. Don't worry, folks.
Cancer.
We're good. It's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Be aware.
And
Check your titties.
We're aware.
We're sure. I'm aware.
You're aware.
I'm aware, but a lot of people might not be.
Sure.
So it's good to say.
Okay. I'll go home and grope myself.
Please do.
I will.
Think of me.
One time a gynecologist told me that it would feel like marbles in a plate of scrambled eggs.
Huh. Mine didn't feel like marbles. Mine felt like a wad of
Gum?
maybe a huge wad of gum.
Huge.
Yes, gum. Maybe not gum, but like a
Blue tack.
yeah, blue tack. Yeah.
Blue tack.
It was like a big lump. I mean, that's what they say.
That's a lump.
That's what they say.
Check for lumps.
Checks for lumps. I had one, and
Yeah.
then it's out now, so
Hey, and look,
we're good.
and you're gonna get some awesome fake titties.
I know. I have temporary tits now. Have I told you about this?
No.
Oh, it's crazy. So when I went in for like, okay, so after surgery, you wake up and you have these temporary boobs full of air, like these little balloons.
Yes, you told me about this.
Okay,
So
and then
they're the airbags
They're
right
still
now?
there. Well, there's silicone. There's silicone in a bag, but they can adjust, so they can put more silicone and less silicone, and you can decide what you want before they give you the perms, which aren't even really that perm. A lot of people change them up a lot.
Are you gonna go full melon mode? Big mommy milkers. You're like, I deserve this. I had cancer.
No, I'm like worried about my back, so I probably won't do that.
Sure.
But I feel like I'm like, this is pretty good.
They're
Maybe
nice.
A little bigger. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
they're gonna be sitting pretty.
They are, and they sure won't. I don't have to ever wear a bra again.
Lucky. What is your medication stack?
Oh boy. Are we talking just antidepressants?
It can be prescription
talking-
or it can be self too.
I counted 5 pills,
Okay.
2 infusions,
Okay.
and a lot of weed.
Totally. Perfect. What is your weirdest coping mechanism?
I feel like most of my coping mechanisms are pretty
Run of the
run
mill.
of the mill, like pretty basic girl, like getting my nails done, journaling, which is weird if you think about it, because you're just writing to yourself,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But
Show the-
one thing is like kind of weird is I'm a big internet sleuther. So that's probably a weird coping mechanism. It's a little creepy.
Where you're like, I need to know about my boyfriend's ex's cousin's
Sister's
sister
wife.
who's an influencer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even just like people I meet sometimes I'll just sleuth. I'll just sleuth around. I like to get on there and find out things about people.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like, the idea of Sonder, where it's like, Sonder is this feeling that everyone has their own unique set of experiences. And so this is like digital Sonder, where you're like, well, what is this person's kind of digital footprint? Like, how did they present themselves in their little like dossier online? And you're like, yeah, it's so interesting.
It's fascinating. So
Yeah.
that might be one. I don't know.
Show your nails to the camera.
Oh yeah. This is shout out Claws by Caro, my friend Carolina Teresa, actress, comedian, and now nail tech.
There's
They're
like some
insane.
goth.
There's spikes on there, which I'm realizing now is not a great idea because they hurt, but
Sure.
but I love them. They're they're my Halloween nails because they're kind of goth.
Yeah,
punk.
they're cool. Very
Thanks.
cool.
Thank you.
If you could text yourself during a breakdown, what would you say?
I would say you're justified.
Yeah.
Probably whatever it is makes sense to you anyway, and that's what's most important.
That is so true. The only way out is through.
Absolutely. Yep.
It's your go-to sad girl comfort food.
Classic ice cream. I know that that's like basic as hell, but like full fat. Like I never messed with that Halo Top.
Halo Top
shit.
is an abomination.
Does that still even exist?
It shouldn't. It
Well,
shouldn't.
unless they want to sponsor you or something. I don't care about that.
Yeah, we're always looking for sponsors here at Sad Girl Survival Guide.
I do feel like
And-
Halo Top would be a good sponsor.
I know, and
But,
you know what? If you're willing to give me money, yum yum yum. Halo Top's so yummy.
I mean, but yeah, get Ben and Jerry. That's who you really
Ben
want.
and
Not that
Jerry.
They need the promo.
Ben and also Jerry, get in here. What's the flavor?
Oh, okay. Fish food Ben and Jerry, Dulce de Leche Haagen-Dazs.
I think Haagen-Dazs is kind of slept on.
Haagen-Dazs is delicious.
It's so good.
It's the best like regular pint. That's not like some fancy thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'd say the best that you can get. And I like some Ben and Jerry's, but sometimes they put too much stuff in there.
It's too much. It's for like a hyperactive child.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're like, I need the chocolate and the vanilla and the pretzels and the like
Pretzels.
caramel
Like,
and
we don't
the
need pretzels in
potato
there.
chips.
The cones.
And Jimmy Fallon on the tub for some reason.
Jimmy Fallon's getting his own ice cream. And Colbert has one too.
Yeah, I would get the Colbert one.
Yeah, I would too.
We're looking for work. What is the weirdest or dumbest thing you recently cried over?
Men. Mm-hmm. And I just keep doing it. I just keep
know.
crying about them.
I know.
Which is dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't release their power over you.
Yes.
But also, the only way out is through.
The only way out is in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In and out. In and out. Womp womp. These are hetero woes.
Hetero woes.
Yeah. What is the least helpful advice that you've received during a sad girl moment?
I don't know. It's hard for me because I feel like when people give you advice, they are really trying. Mm-hmm. I'd say, well, it wasn't exactly advice, but like after I got diagnosed with breast cancer, my friend asked me, "What's your prognosis?"
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which is basically like, "What's your chance of dying?"
Oh.
And I was like, no. And now I make fun of her for asking me that.
Sure. Was she asking like what stage or like how long do you have left to live?
No, I think she was like, what are the odds given your diagnosis? You know what I mean? That's what prognosis, as far as I understand it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I don't know. I'm not Googling that.
Sure.
I'm just not Googling that.
Yeah. And also, what are you gonna follow up with it? Like either way, like, oh no, I'm definitely gonna live, and it's like, okay, awesome. Or no, I'm probably gonna die, and then it's like, oh, why did I ask that?
People just like don't know what to say.
I think so.
The
Yeah.
same thing. Like people just don't know what to say to you when you have cancer, so they just say the funniest things.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you get a lot. I got a lot of like cancer merch from people. That was silly. Not really helpful.
No.
Someone sent me a book that this woman wrote who had the type of breast cancer I have, and she talked about how her friend died in the end. And I was like, I don't want this.
No. Cancer
It was very
merch.
sweet. I got socks which I do actually love them because I think they're sort of ironic.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a pair of socks that someone gave me that the bottoms say, "Dear Cancer, you messed with the wrong bitch."
I'm stunned. Where did they get that? The cancer gift shop? Like
Definitely
that's crazy.
Amazon.com and the proceeds go to like some guy who like
Sure.
doesn't and not like cancer research.
Yeah, he
for
does like
sure.
print on demand.
Right.
He started drop
Right.
shipping during COVID, and he's like,
like,
there's
oh,
an
there's
untapped market here
cancer
of
merch.
cancer girls.
I know. It's incredible.
Wow.
I do
Yeah,
think I
those are
need like a
funny.
tasteful pink pin though, pink bow.
Sure. And
Just to let
October's
people
the
know.
month.
October's the month.
The cancer merch, it's like, it's not like a sports team that you're like trying to rep or like be like, woo.
Right. It's like, yeah, well, you want people to know. I gotta say, I do like when people know because they're so nice to me.
Yeah.
That's a way to, you want people to be nice to you and give you presents. Get
Cancer. What are 3 emojis that sort of like define you as a sad girl?
Okay, so number 1 is just the one that has tears streaming down its face.
Sobbing.
Sobbing, which I do use like ironically all the time, but actually that's probably the state I'm in. Like if we're being honest with ourselves.
Yeah, that one can mean like laughing. That one can mean I'm so flattered, but it can also mean total devastation.
Right. And usually I think other people think I'm being light and fun, but in fact, I'm totally devastated. So number 2 is hand on the face.
Yeah.
Just feeling, oh, and that is a feeling
Yeah.
that is very sad and very, I feel like giving up, like it's
Helpless, hopeless. Yeah.
What is the point? Which is on brand. And let's see, what's another? Oh, hang 10.
Yeah. That is a sad one.
Hang 10 is kind of sad because I feel like I get it a lot when people are like asking if something's okay. I'm like, yeah, it's okay, but probably it isn't. You know?
Yeah, it that one is like it's never sincere.
No.
It's like, oh, great, like, yeah,
Yeah, and like once again, it's like, oh, I'm good, but am I really good? I'm sending a high 10 emoji.
Sending the hang 10.
You know?
Obviously, things are very bad right now.
Things are bad.
Yeah,
So those would be my 3.
I love those. Those are perfect. What is the most unusual thing in your self-care arsenal?
Oh, I like to find things on the street, very New York.
Yes.
And I recently found on the street this light box. It's for children. It's a craft. I guess adults can use it, and I'm using it, so adults can use it. But it's like a box thing, and you turn it on, and it glows, and then you put something on there, and then paper, and then you can trace it.
Oh,
It's like a tracing light box.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And anyway, I've been loving to like sit and watch TV and just trace things. It came on the street. It came with these like very simple ones of like dinosaurs and fish. And so I've been just tracing dinosaurs and fish.
Oh. I thought you were going to say it came with these simple ones for kids, but I've been doing elaborate architecture.
No, I've been doing the ones for kids.
Sure. Okay, for sure.
So that's probably the newest, weirdest thing in my self-care arsenal. Because I don't really like coloring. A lot of gals love to color.
Yeah, I feel like someone got it in their head that like coloring books was the new therapy.
Yeah.
And ultimately that's condescending.
Yeah. When you have cancer, people send you a lot of coloring books.
Oh.
I got a lot of coloring books. But luckily, I met another woman who had cancer who actually likes coloring books.
So you were
So
like,
I sent them to her.
perfect.
It was fine.
You're like, enjoy these mandalas.
She loved them. Some people, I think, coloring, it works for them. But I think I get too overwhelmed by the choices. Like, I don't like all the choices of colors.
Yeah.
I'm like, what color should I do? And then it's a whole panic.
Yeah.
Whereas tracing, it's very straightforward.
Yeah.
It's very straightforward.
Very straightforward.
And it's good for if you're not that artistic, which is like,
Perfect.
visually artistic. I'm not that good. Now, performance wise, come check me out. But,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What
And
about
you're
you?
like a buy nothing girl. You
I
love to
buy
stoop.
nothing. I love stooping. I love thrifting. I love estate sailing. I love stoop sailing. Yesterday I went stoop sailing. I got a vase that looks like a container of milk.
That's cute.
Very cute. I got an ice bucket, mid-century ice bucket.
Mid-century. That's the 50s.
It sure is. Maybe 60s.
Maybe 60s.
There we go.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, love that.
Love-
Have you recently taken a crying selfie?
Not recently, but I do have one that I like vividly remember. I was in like a horrible relationship at the time, and it was in the Littlefield bathrooms. You know those Littlefield bathrooms that are like single stall? They're like little like cells. Mm-hmm. And I was like in there and I had a vodka soda and I was so depressed about my relationship and I just started crying in the bathroom.
And then you said, I need to snap a photo
I
of this
need to
moment.
snap a photo and stay in the relationship for 2 more years.
No. Unfortunately, I've been there.
Oh no.
Okay, name an intrusive thought.
Oh, I had one very recently that was so wild. I was babysitting my parents' dog, Maggie. Ding.
Shout out.
Shout out, Maggie. And she was staying at my house for the first time. Usually I stay at their house. And so I wanted to go out, but I was really scared to leave her alone. And I kept having this image that the building would burn down. And then I had this image of her in a fire.
Do you know I have the same one for my cat? I imagine my apartment burning down and me being like, the only thing that matters is grabbing my cat and being freaked out that she would be so stressed because they're not like gonna like I feel like at least a dog like
You could grab 'em.
you can kind of grab them, whereas like a freaked out cat is gonna just bolt. I have the exact same one.
That reminds me of a time where I flew into New Orleans during a hurricane by accident. Long story. And we had to evacuate with my friend's cat. And we got like 20 minutes into the drive and she like all over her carrier because she'd never been in the car before.
Who among us?
It was incredible. It was incredible. We cleaned it up and we were fine. Everyone was fine.
Totally. Yeah, it's hard to travel with pets.
It is.
What is your I'm barely holding it together, but I need to show up to the function like aesthetic?
Okay. That's a hard one. I would say right now you can tell by my hair because I have the hair is new. I have so little hair. And so when I have time, I was taught by my stylist like kind of how to do it a little bit. And then but if I don't have time, the hair is going to look crazy. So that's like the indicator. Right now is the hair. I'd say other than that I can pull a look together.
Ding. No, the finger waves are so cute.
Thank you. I know it's grown out a little. I need to re-dye it, but I'm happy about it.
I have some rose gold overtone if you want to take it.
My woman gave me a whole, the hairdresser, incredible. Shout out Pixie. Gave me this whole bottle to like recolor it. I just haven't done it yet. I have to redo it.
Got it. Pixie gave you a pixie.
Pixie gave me a pixie. She sure did.
What is a minor inconvenience that sends you completely over the edge?
A minor inconvenience that sends me completely over the edge. Dishes. The number of dishes in my sink right now is more than 12.
It never stops.
It never stops.
You do the dishes and then there's immediately more dishes.
Do you have a dishwasher?
No.
God. My friend Margot has one of those little ones that you put on the counter.
Yes, my friend has one too.
It took up like her whole counter space, but she said it was worth it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any counter space if I got it.
Zero. My counters are already crowded.
I have thought about it. And an ice machine.
Ice machine, I can live without. I'm pretty good at making ice. I'm pretty good at remembering to fill the bucket.
I just wish I didn't have to, you know?
I wish I didn't have to. That's a good one, though. Ice is annoying to make.
Yeah.
Like, why can't ice just exist, like, without melting?
Totally.
You know what I mean? Why don't they haven't they made that yet? I guess that's like a whiskey stone.
Yeah.
Whiskey stone. Just put whiskey stones in all your water.
Wow.
And then you won't have to make ice. I'm helping you solve your problems.
Thank you. What are you avoiding or putting off doing right now?
Well, we already talked about dishes and writing, doing my day job, exercising, living my dreams, leaving the house every day.
Hey, you left the house today.
I did leave the house today.
And leaving the house every day is a huge ask.
I mean, we're trying like 4 out of 7.
Yeah, that's great. That's majority of the week.
Majority.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's totally fine. Okay, I think that is all of the questions that I wanted to go over.
That was so fun.
Yay! Thank you, Molly. Yeah. Follow Molly at Molly Ruben-Long, tagged below.